right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Tight end in motion right. Mayfield now off the play action. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Play fake, Darnold. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. So they let first down stand since it worked out well for him. The penalty declined. That brings up 2nd and 10. Offense to the line. 2nd down. From the gun, Darnold. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Near the goal line. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
1st and goal. They're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Walker will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Throwing here, Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
On 3rd and goal, Darnold escapes, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss on the play brings up 4th and goal.
Ahead of 4th down, officials stepping in here, a timeout call. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, a little early momentum with that field goal.
Jason Myers kicking off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Cameron Johnson. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. set of downs for them from the 31. They give to Irving to start this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run to play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
They send a man in motion. Mayfield now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for them. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happens.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Irving here from the gun. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw. Catch made by Bucky Irving. Ooh, awfully close to that line to gain. Stop though, made it to 46. 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Just about a yard to the markers, and they're going to take the risk and go for this.
180!
Mayfield throwing on 4th. That one's good to Godwin. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4th. They've got first down here from the 36.
Here's
the give to Irving. He has room past the 25. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Bucs have the first.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Good! Up, 180! What's up?
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Hurry! 20! What's up?
Here's Baker. Setting up the running back screen. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
What's up?
Irving gets it on the draw. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit him right in the mouth.
Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal.
180. Up, up.
Throwing, Baker. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a second quarter lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field.
And he missed it, so a point left unclaimed, and this stays a field goal game. So after the missed extra point, he's still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They'll work against the blitz. It's caught by Elijah Royal. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Walker on 1st down. No one's around him. He's got space. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Rashad White on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Short throw, tipped. Oh, but he still got it. And who knows what was going on there as he's finally brought down for a huge loss.
Well, that short pass gets tipped, and you then don't have much time to react to the catch. But he brings it in anyway to save the completion.
Long, need to give themselves a shot for 3rd. Man in motion here. They take the hand off. Now it's Mayfield. Connects on the crosser. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the 1st.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Set to return it. Here's Cody White. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. And it's going to be second down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home. And it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Mayfield will look to throw. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They ruled him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They've got a man in motion. 3rd down, here's Mayfield. Catch made left side by Abuka. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
20. Hurry.
Looking to throw. It's complete. This is Abuka. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Forget that, it's 4th down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. That gets him a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All set to go now from the 35. Putting a receiver in motion.
180. What's up?
Irving on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up the defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion, the slot man right. Shotgun handoff to Irving. We'll cobble together a yard there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 20-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
180.
Baker now from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
Regular. 180.
From the gun, Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
That's the type of long, sustained drives that take some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Shaheed now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Into the red zone. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
Nick, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Now to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Bucks to the line. First and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. On first down, they're going to run with their feet. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Third and long, Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. From the gun, Darnold. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Now Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Working quickly here.
Second and 6.
And again, it's Darnold. In by Arroyo on the right side. And he hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Darnold, first and 10. Short pass brought in. And they stop him. He's marked down on that 18-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
2nd and 10, Darnold. They did it! He made the interception! That's Antoine Winfield Jr. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
This one intended for the running back. And it sets up 2nd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Baker throwing again. Completed to his running back. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or the premium in this league. I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To throw. He finds Evans, left side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Here he is to throw.
1st down.
That's complete downfield to Godwin. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds for the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Set. 180. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
They motion the tight end over. They look to throw it. Brought in downfield by Otten. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
A gain of 33. That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
An early jump of the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. They give up the gut to Walker, and they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now, and they'll have just one left to burn now. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, then man.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This is Cup. That's Cup. Up to the races, middle of the field. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Cooper Cup, the touchdown. Now, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Maybe some of his own guys, too, but he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down in the sidelines, but for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle.